Well, 5 times this year, Francisco Lindor has led off the first inning with a home run. Getting set for his leadoff at bat, having his customary pre-at-bat chat with Jeremy Barnes, the hitting coach.
Nothing like day baseball.
Just vibing with the tunes.
Oh.
This lineup brought to you by the New York Lottery. Here's Lindor leading off against Antonio Senzatela, and he takes a fastball for a strike.
There's Senzatela's numbers and lefties. The Mets are putting up 6 lefties in the lineup. And the left-handers this year are hitting .403 against Senzatela.
So you understand why they put every available lefty into the lineup. And it's lined the other way, and a base hit for Lindor to start the bottom of the first. So Lindor, after a 3-hit game yesterday that included 2 home runs, has 4 hits in his last 5 at-bats after going 4 for 25 to start the homestand.
Yes, he kind of hit a little bump in the road, and now it looks like he's righted the ship. Backdoor slider that came out over the middle, went right with it. Remember, the home run last night, though, up on the left side was opposite field.
So here's Nimmo, who's got a couple of home runs and 8 career at-bats against Senzatela. And he's looking to bunt and fouls it off. But man, the third baseman wasn't even playing back. It's odd.
And the Toyota defense, or Toyota Rocky defense, excuse me. You got McMahon, who's really a fine third baseman, the Gold Glover Tovar. Farmer with his 6th start. Hilliard, his first start, coming off the IL. Former Philly Moniac, Mickey in right field.
I'd also mention with Farmer, it's only his 15th career start at first base. He came up as a shortstop, so he's relatively inexperienced playing first.
He's kind of the jack of all trades. He's played second, third, short. He's DH'd and first base.
Well, the reason Farmer's playing first base today, as Nimmo cracks one into center for a base hit. And so the Mets with back-to-back base hits. That is now 92 hits allowed by Antonio Senzatela in 54 innings. That is just not sustainable.
Well, fastball down the pipe, belt high. Well, not down the pipe, but up and outer half of the plate, and Senzatela is off to a not so grand start.
Nice hand for Juan Soto, who broke out with a couple of hits last night, including an RBI double. I was going to say the reason Farmer's playing first base is because the Rockies sent their first baseman, Michael Toglia, down to the minors today after he went 0 for 4 last night. They brought up Keston Hiura, the former Brewers prospect who never really panned out there. And Soto takes first pitch slider for a strike, 0-1. Soto has a home run in 2 career at-bats against Senzatela. As Keith noted, Senzatela had ACL surgery 2 years ago, Tommy John surgery that kept him out most of last year. So he's working his way back. But he has been hit awfully hard.
As you can see, the 89-mile-an-hour fastball. That's with today's gun. That's not good cheddar.
2 aboard for Soto with nobody out. And that curveball misses down. 2 balls and a strike. Pete Alonso waiting on deck. Senzatela is now 30 years old. His career got off to a good enough start that the Rockies signed him to a 5-year, $50 million contract. He's in the 4th year of that 5-year deal.
He's won 10 games and 11 games in 2 seasons early in his career. And he has got himself behind the 8 ball here.
Generally does not walk many, but he throws a ton of fastballs. He throws his fastball 57% of the time, and it gets hit very hard. It's a pattern that they've been trying to get him to break a little bit, but now he's behind on Soto 3-1 with Alonso on deck. And Juan takes the walk, and the bases are loaded. So after Tovar's home run gave the Rockies the quick lead, Senzatela puts himself right in the soup. 2 hits and a walk to load him up for Alonso.
And we talked about this, Gary. This Met team has to take advantage of the schedule right now. They got 2 more games at home against the Rockies. They go to Dodgers for 4 and then back to Colorado for 3. Jump on these teams early.
Here's Alonso. 1 for 4 last night, and he takes the slider off the plate, ball 1, and Hunter Goodman's going to walk that ball out to Senzatela, who could not have gotten off to a worse beginning here. Facing Alonso, whose bat has perked up lately. He's been the Mets' best with runners in scoring position this year. The Mets as a team hitting just .210, last in the National League with runners in scoring position. But a chance for Alonso to do some big damage here. He already has a grand slam this season. Mets were 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position last night. Infield back, they'll concede a run to turn 2. He turned a couple of double plays last night, including one against Alonso. And Pete takes another slider off the plate, and it's 2-0.
Well, I tell you what, this is the catbird seat right now for Pete.
He just walked Soto. Now behind Alonso, 2-0. Lindor at third, Nimmo at second, Soto at first. And Alonso takes a fastball for a strike, 97 miles an hour from Senzatela.
That was a good fastball right there, good location.
Brett Baty sitting 5th in the order today. He's on deck. And Alonso takes it up and in, and now Senzatela again behind 3-1.
Well, you got 8 gloves out there. You got to hope it finds one of the 8.
3-1 coming, and Alonso takes a strike on the inside. He thought it was ball 4. Flipped the bat. He was taking his batting gloves off, but Charlie Ramos calls him back, and now it's 3-2.
I thought it hit the inside corner. Yeah, it's a strike. Good pitch.
Here's your umpiring quartet. Jordan Baker is the crew chief of this relatively young crew. 3-2 to Alonso, and Pete fouls back a high fastball. Senzatela jacking it up to 98. His average fastball velocity this year has been 94.6, but he's got a little extra here in the first inning, trying to work his way out of trouble. Again, the 3-2, and he struck him out. Went right back to the fastball, and Senzatela records his first out. So after Alonso thought he had a walk, Senzatela comes back and strikes him out.
Came away. Another good pitch right there. A little run to it. Well, that's needs 2 more. He's still in big trouble in the red-hot Baty.
Baty had a base hit last night, is only at bat, and he swings and misses at a fastball. Senzatela starting to throw it by people. He is not a big strikeout pitcher at all. Senzatela averages 4.8 strikeouts per 9, one of the lowest marks for any starting pitcher. And this is with a curveball, and it's 1-1 to Baty. Baty, since he came back up on the 5th of May, has a .908 OPS. And we see Senzatela has had particular trouble early in games and trying to work around a big jam in the first inning today.
He's set on a fastball here.
Got a breaking ball, and he flies it out to left center. Back in the gap goes Doyle to the warning track, and he jumps. He can't get it. It bounces away from him. Lindor is in. Around third, Nimmo. He will score. So will Soto. Baty will stop at third with a bases-clearing triple. 3-1 New York. Second triple of the year for Baty as he hit it beyond the 2-time Gold Glover Doyle, who took a bad route to that ball and could not catch it.
He misjudged this ball. He tries to make up for it, and if he had the proper track on this ball, he makes this play more than likely. That's the second time he's put his right foot up against the wall in this series. Really misjudged that ball.
So just like that, the Mets have the lead as Baty clears the bases. Second triple of the year. Now the infield in to face Jared Young.
Well, Baty's been a different hitter since coming back. There's that little nothing backdoor slider. Stayed in. And 2 feet, it's a grand slam.
2-0 to Young. And he lines one right to the second baseman, Estrada. And that's the second out. The Mets have now hit 13 triples this year. They had 15 all of last year.
And you see him, he broke left. And good base running on the back side by Soto. He couldn't go up to second base because the runner in front of him. And boy, when things are going bad, it rains, it pours.
Now Tyrone Taylor batting 7th in the order with Baty at 3rd and 2 out. And Taylor lines one toward right center, but Doyle cuts over, dives in. Did he get it? No, he trapped it. It's a base hit for Taylor. Baty's in to score. Taylor with an RBI single. It's 4-1 New York.
This ball just died on Doyle there. I didn't see anybody come out and get fly balls today. Okay, it's a really windy day. Didn't see the Rocky outfielders getting fly balls.
The wind is blowing from left to right out of the northwest. So 4 runs home in this opening inning. Baty a 3-run triple, Taylor an RBI single, and now Jeff McNeil batting 8th in the order. McNeil over the last 18 games has a .918 OPS. Hasn't been playing every day, but he has been producing. There goes Taylor. The throw to second by Goodman is high, and Taylor steals the base. His 5th stolen base of the season. And the Mets really putting the hammer down in this first inning.
They're putting the pedal to the metal, as they say here, and this is what you got to do. Just put the hammer on these teams that are, especially the Rockies, who are having a historic bad start.
Second time this week the Mets have put up a 4-run first inning. They did it against the White Sox. And that's slapped the other way. McMahon's got it and throws out McNeil to end the inning. But the Mets score 4, 3 of them on a Brett Baty triple and lead 4-1 after 1.